Hey, welcome to Saturday Night's Live Hangout. I'm Louis from Sydney, Australia. We also have Dina here,
Yeah.
and we also have our special guest, Trevon.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Okay, we are going to talk about Trayvon, and we will interview Trayvon, and he will share his success story. How, because I invited him to this hangout because I see him as a very bright personality, a very attractive person, and this is all what we want in this industry, to attract the right person to you and work with him. So Trayvon, tell me, how did you started? And how did you join the network marketing?
Network marketing was really introduced to me through one of my friends from work, actually, which is the funniest thing ever. Is we were working together, and he was like, Trey, man, he was like, do you want to make some extra money? And I was like, what's worse than one stream of income? I was like, absolutely everything. So what happened was I actually took that opportunity to look into network marketing. I didn't too much get like a huge, great understanding. I just seen an opportunity, jumped inside of it, and I just ran with it.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And how long you are in the industry?
I've been in the industry right now for 6 months solid. Going into my 6 month. It'll be a week into my anniversary date, which is on March 6th is my anniversary date. So about a week from now, it'll be my 6 month. Yeah, I know. Congrats.
Congratulations, Trevon.
Thank you, guys.
Now, what inspired you to join the field of network marketing?
What truly inspired me was basically the time freedom. I mean, right now, basically dealing with a single mother, basically, I seen that, I wasn't going to be able to retire her working a 9 to 5, unfortunately. I seen that, making $9 an hour wasn't going to do it for me. So I looked into this industry, and I seen that, the type of income that everybody was making. Although I was looking on TV trying to be like those guys, playing sports and whatnot, but I've noticed that it's not always the people on TV that's making a lot of money. So, sometimes, you have to look behind the scenes, and you have to really do what's best for, yourself at that given time. And, my mother's a single mom, and I want to retire her early and, make sure my sister's well taken care of. And, I've seen that in this industry. I've seen me be able to help people and myself, really get to that next level and get to where they want to go in life.
Nice,
Awesome,
nice. So the other question I have for you
No, it's no
is, what were
problem.
you doing before you got into the marketing industry?
Before I got into marketing industry, I was really heavily into basketball. I was really into basketball, and what happened was, I didn't have the funds to go off to college. But college was out of state for me. I didn't have the funds, so I basically stayed down here, and I worked at a part-time job, working full-time hours, like 40, 45 hours a week at a grocery store. And I was a really hard worker. I was, bagging groceries. But then my first week, I got promoted back to produce, which allowed me to get 40, 45 hours. And, what happened was, unfortunately, I was working really hard. When I got my raise, I only got 50 cents after 6 months. That let me know that something was wrong right then and there. And I took action. I said, you know what? I said, there has to be something better for me. And that's when that's when this opportunity was presented to me. And when it was presented to me, I actually looked into it a little bit, and I jumped on board. And, as time went on, I looked on to see that, I was being oppressed in my job. I was being oppressed. I wasn't being taught everything I needed to be taught in order to see the results that I needed to see in order to really excel. And that right there let me know that, no manager wants an employee to take their position, because that's competition. That's something that that's a person that you have to now compete with. So why not keep them below you, so therefore you don't have to worry about that competition. So you don't have to worry about that stress of someone taking your job. So I looked into this opportunity because I seen that there was no competition. Everybody has to help one another in order to get to that goal, that financial freedom. So that's why I really took action.
That's good. That's good. And who did you build with in terms of team, business?
At first I was dealing with a company called Explosive, amazing company, great culture, great
Yes.
teamwork. It was something that I was really passionate about. Just recently I made my transition over to one, which is Wake Up Now, and the reason why is because I seen something just a slight different from Explosive. I seen a better culture. I seen more professionalism, and I seen something that I was able to build long term, and everyone would win. That's what I want. I want to be able to call up my team and say, hey, how's everything doing? And to know that they're getting at least a $500 check, or they're saving their money and managing it the proper way.
Okay, awesome. I wanted to ask, when you started that very beginning, um, what was your big
My big jump,
challenge?
my biggest challenge, oh man, my biggest challenge was definitely me speaking to people. I graduated with a senior class of 13 people, guys, of 13 people, senior class. So that means, my senior class was really small. And what happened was I socialized, but only socialized to that small group of people. So what really truly happened was I got so closed up in a bubble. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't know how to form a relationship. I didn't know how to really communicate or talk to anyone because I felt as though that I was intimidating. So I was kind of afraid of myself of actually talking to people. And I've noticed that, someone told me, it was like, Trey, well, if I told you that I was going to give you $100,000 to speak to 400 people, would you do it? And I said, yeah. And they just said, okay, well, what's stopping you? And I looked in the mirror one day and I was like, what's stopping me from actually talking to people? And I said, it's myself. And right then and there was when I had to start, getting self-motivated, when I had to start reading books on how to actually build relationships, build rapport with people. And that's when things really started to take off for me, is when I actually started to educate myself on how to do it. And I got it done. And that's what really was the bread and butter basically to everything.
That's right. Basically, you just do it. If you are still afraid, you just do it to overcome your fear.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you come back and forth in your thoughts and fighting with yourself, the more you're creating the thought pattern with jumping here and there and never make decision. You just do it, and so this is you're sending your signals to your mind that you are doing it, no matter what. So a next step will be easier and easier. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. And I wanted to ask, you started to build your team. What was your biggest challenge in your team?
The biggest challenge I would have to say is finding a system that everyone could, finding a system that everyone could duplicate off of. One of the biggest things ever is, in this industry, is not about what works for you. If something works for you, that's great. But you have to find something that works for everybody. And I'm quite sure you guys have heard this, but the reason why McDonald's is so successful is because anyone can jump into McDonald's and run their system. It's that simple. It's that easily. That's why they're one of the, that's why they're $1 billion company, is because it can be ran so easy from anyone. So that's how I had to create my system. That's how we had to create our system. And it was just like, man, like this is not easy, but it was something that had to be done. And it was difficult. I have to say it really was difficult, getting everyone to invite, getting everyone to do three-way calls. It was really difficult, but it was something that had to be done. And once I found it, it was basically like, okay, you can take that breather, you can take that step back. And that's what I've seen. That was just like, okay, I enjoy this now, because you overcome that biggest obstacle, and it's like, man, it feels good to know that anyone can use this system and can profit from off of it.
Awesome. Yeah, and I have very interesting question. It's that's basically killing me. I wanted to ask you. You are doing great personality. When you talk to people, it's awesome to talk to you because you are very, very high energetic and a very likable person. What it and in very short time, you said in the very, very beginning you had this problem with talking with people, scared,
Yes.
intimidated. How did what exactly you did with yourself? I want to dig a little bit deeper because it would be interesting to know.
It truly may frighten you. I truly held conversations with myself, and I would just always practice myself smiling. I would always smile. I would always smile and say, "Hey, how are you doing?" I would always smile and just practice my tonality, practice eye contact with different people. And what I noticed is, it goes a long way just to smile at someone that's 10 feet within you and just say, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I learned that, people may not always respond to you the way that you like, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just like a no in network marketing. People are going to say no. You have to keep going until you make that one person day and you really truly ask, because everyone has a story, on this earth. Everyone has something that's truly unique to them. And you may stand out by saying, "Hey, how are you doing? Hey, it's been a long day. This weather is really, really hot today, isn't it? Do you have any plans?" Opening up conversations like that and having posture, that's what took me to the next level, is just learning how to smile and just say, "Hey, how are you doing?" and give eye contact. Really took me to another level, really, with offline and, a little bit online too when I get on calls like this.
That's right. That's right. And I wanted to ask, is there something you want to tell to other people if they are at the very beginning and they're still scared to talk to people and still scared to build this huge empire of their own?
Yes.
So, what would be the thing that you could tell them to inspire them and just do it?
One of the greatest things that I want to tell people is that, you can do it. It's possible. You're gonna have a lot of naysayers. Your friends, unfortunately, your family. You're gonna be frustrated. There's gonna be long nights. But if you have why power, if you wake up and you work on your business for a reason, whether it be your mom, your sister, your dad, whatever the case may be, you have to understand, if you quit, if you give up, you don't give up on yourself, you give up on them. And you have to be motivated. You can't do it on your own. You do have to get up in the morning. You have to listen to at least 20 to 30 minutes of self-development. Eric Thomas, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, personal development. Get your mind where it needs to be, so therefore you can carry throughout your day in a positive mentality, and you can shine that light on other people. Because if you're carrying darkness, that's all you're going to apply upon other people. So with that being said, guys, just continue to be inspired, do personal development, read books, change your circle of friends, and actually get in tune with the right people, so therefore you can see the results that you wanted to see. I knew for a fact that I was not going to be able to have the lifestyle I wanted if I listened to my friends. It just didn't make any sense. They tell you, if you hang out with people that wear suit and ties, guess what? You're going to be the next person in a suit and tie. So that's what I had to realize. And I put myself around people that were the face of companies. I put myself around people that were leaders. And I became that leader that I needed to be for my organization.
Yeah, that's right. What is your business Bible? For example, my business Bible is Think and Grow Rich. What is the book you could suggest to the beginner?
To the beginner, since this is basically a people's business. This is a people's, what's his name? This is basically a people business. This is all this is leadership backed by, product, service, and that's really all network marketing is leadership backed by a product and service, and the company comes second. And what I want to say is, I've currently been basically, overgoing Network Marketing Pro, GoPro by Eric Worre. And I would have to say, between Think and Grow Rich, Outwitting the Devil, and Thinking and Go Pro by Eric Warren, those 3 books have basically took me to it blew me up, because literally those 3 books are, you know, essential for what you need to know in this industry. And also Building an Empire by Brian Carruthers is also good as well too. And you know, it seems crazy because I never liked reading. I never liked reading, but I figured, hey, look, if I'm going to retire my mom, if I'm going to take care of my sister, I have to put what I don't like aside for them. And
That's right.
it has taken my mind to another level, because I've seen that, you know, I've been able to grow into a better young man doing the things that I needed to do.
Yeah, that's right. So basically, I will do a little recap about what you said. To
Yeah.
create your personality, it's very important to read books, to put yourself around, to surround yourself with leaders, and to become like one.
Yes.
And if you have problems with talking and you are afraid and to develop charisma, you practice talking with yourself and smile.
You have to. You have to get comfortable with, you know, telling yourself and overcoming that, because everyone has 2 sides to them. They have the person that speaks out, and that they have the person on the inside. You have to know how to control that person that's on the inside. You got to say, you know what, look, you're not going to go ahead and tell me all of these things. You're not going to go ahead and tell me that I can't do this when I know that it's possible. You know, you have to overcome that. You have to speak into existence. You know, like, I'm gonna speak to 10 people today. I'm gonna, you know, impact someone's life today. I'm actually gonna give someone some value. I'm gonna pick up the phone and say something to somebody. You have to do that, because once you speak it, those words turn into power. And when you have power, it's just it feels so good. It really does. It feels amazing to know that you have something and you have that potential to do it.
That's right.
That's right. Louis, you wanted to ask something else also?
I think it's very important, you know, because basically you could stuff up, you can make a mistake, you could say something wrong to someone, but if you have that smile, it fixes everything.
Yeah.
You know, everyone has a gift in themselves. You have a gift, I have a gift, Dina has a gift. Everyone around the world has a gift. You just need to find what it is.
Exactly.
You know, and practice on your neighbors. Use social life to help you in network marketing. It's simple.
Without a doubt.
It's not hard.
Yeah, well, the problem is that mostly we are creating the problem for a huge problem. It's actually so small that you just one step and you overcome. But we are creating so huge with this thought pattern, as I mentioned earlier, just walking back and forth, back and forth. I can do it. No, I can't do it. I can do it. No, I can't do it. Yeah.
It's a true battle. It's, you know, the mind itself is a battlefield. It really is. The mind itself is a true battlefield. Unfortunately, you know, you will tell yourself that you can't do things that you obviously have the potential to do. But, you know, you have to go. Sometimes you have to think a little deep, and you have to remember, as a kid, you never feared anything because you never even tried it. You know, as a kid, we never feared anything because we didn't know. But our minds, you know, we're so programmed to thinking, oh yeah, we know what's going to happen X, Y, and Z if we do that. When in reality, we let the negatives outweigh the positives in the opportunity. And
That's right.
It shouldn't be that way. Really shouldn't be that way. The mind is a legit battlefield.
That's right. And I just want to say that for the people that are loners and don't talk to anyone, the best advice I can give to you is go outside your comfort zone and put your mind to it. Because anyone can speak. It comes from a simple hello.
Yeah.
Then build up from there. And that's the best advice I can give to people that don't want to talk, you know, or have friends over.
Definitely.
It's power.
So, Treyvon, you wanted to add something to what you said already?
Basically, I just want to inspire everybody to look into this industry more. Look into something that is basically going to take you from, working a 9 to 5 to basically being independently free and, living the lifestyle that you want. Because even if someone was to tell me they were going to give me $1 million a year, but if I had to work 50 hours a week or 60 hours, I still wouldn't take it because I want financial freedom, with my family. I want financial freedom with my future family and future kids. And this is the only industry that can do it. And also as well, network marketing is economy bulletproof because when times are tough, people are looking for an opportunity. When times are high, people have money for an opportunity. So that lets you know that this industry is economy proof. It really is when you think about it. So I want to inspire people to, listen when someone has an opportunity for you. Take the time out, get educated, and make the best decision possible for yourself.
That's right. That's right. It's all about, the economy these days. It's going very, very it's starting to go downhill to the point where we're being controlled by the government.
Yeah.
We want to be able, they're forcing us to go onto Centrelink to go look for work, for this, for that. We want to be able to show our kids and to set up our kids because down the line, buying a house is going to be so expensive. You're not going to afford it. You're going to be working for 15, 20 years just to pay for your mortgage.
Basically.
So the best thing is to not just dwell on now, is to focus on the future for our children.
Exactly.
That's why network marketing is going to help put that financial freedom into our lives to help us.
Yes.
Stress less, live longer.
Yes. I totally agree.
Okay, awesome. So we are going to close it down, and if you are watching this hangout, I hope you will enjoy because I really enjoyed this interview.
I really did also. And thank you once again for coming on and sharing a bit of your inspirational knowledge with us.
Without a doubt. It was a pleasure, guys. It really was. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and this is just the beginning for everybody. This is really going to take off.
That's right. Okay, I'll see you everybody in next time. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you later.